Okay, my lovelies. This reading is all about you being able to see once and for all if a friend is a true friend who they claim to be, or if they are actually an enemy. So this is a general pick a pile reading. Please take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm not held responsible for your choices. The way to go about this reading to get it most accurate is to think of the person and then choose the pile that you feel drawn to. So always go through on intuition. If you guys want a private reading on this topic, let me know. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So here we have pile 1, the bloodstone, pile 2, or the black tourmaline, and pile 3, or the Lemurian quartz. So go ahead, take a moment, tune in, choose your pile, and I'm going to go ahead and jump into pile 1. All right, those of you who chose pile 1 or the bloodstone, let's get into your reading. All right, pile 1, this is your spread. So for the first card, we have the Page of Swords and the traditional tarot in reverse, or the Daemon Botus. Okay. Gives answers of past, present, and future, reconciles friends and foes. For the second card, we have the Knight of Wands in traditional tarot in reverse with the Daemon Bathin. Teaches the value of herbs and stones, transports anyone suddenly from one place to another. And then the last card, we have the Death Major Arcana card in Standard Tarot with Lucifer, the fallen angel in reverse, provides liberation, illumination, insights, jealousy, and envy. I am not getting friend vibes from this, my friends. I feel as though the truth is going to come to light, but this person is hiding their true intentions. And the reason I say that is all of this is in reverse. So we have the Page of Swords in reverse, the Knight of Wands in reverse, and we have Death in reverse. Another thing that comes to mind as I'm thinking of Lucifer being the Illuminator in reverse is they're trying to hide who they are from you. And the Death card in reverse generally has to do with people being removed out of our path that we don't have to do it ourselves, but they're just sort of moved out of the way. So I feel like for a lot of you, this person that you're inquiring about might have ghosted you, or they might have just dropped off the map. They might have done something shady or questionable, and then all of a sudden you haven't heard from them anymore. Or maybe they blocked you, like on social media. And the reason for this is that they felt like they were about to be found out. And I want to add to that, in the past, it seems like they might have considered themselves friends in the past for very select few of you. Like, I'm not getting this from most of you. I feel like for most of you, they were never your friend. So it doesn't mean they necessarily had malicious intentions, all of them necessarily. I feel like for some of you, they were your friend because they were benefiting off of you in some way. So it wasn't like they wanted to hurt you or stab you in the back per se, but they were using you. So it's like using you for money, using you for information, using you for someone to vent to or talk to for some of you. I also feel like they might have been gossipers. And this isn't for everybody who chose this pile, but I think that you might have told them things and then they told other people. And for a few of you, you even found out and you like confronted them about it and they tried to deny it. And that's when they disappeared shortly after, like kind of fell into the background, or started acting really distant. Some of these people might be narcissistic also that you're inquiring about. I think a lot of them might have some sort of mental condition one way or the other. So if it's not narcissism, it's some sort of mental condition that's causing them to act this way. They're still obviously responsible for their actions. We can never blame any kind of condition or mentality or reason on how we treat people. We just treat people the way we're going to treat people, right? But I do feel like they might have shared little pieces of information to you and got you to kind of spill things that could go around and talk about it. And so the reason I'm saying that is I'm saying here the whole giving answers of past, present, and future in reverse. And it's like I see the snake here, which normally I don't think of a snake as something negative, but because it said this is in reverse, it's kind of like they were giving your personal information, about your past, present, and what they were saying you're going to do, like out and about. And then, yeah, transporting somewhere from one place to another is like they're just jumping around, kind of doing this, and they just, when they were done, they were done. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that this is for all of you, because I'm getting a lot of different kind of energies, but in a general sense, the message of this pile is this person was never really your friend, regardless of what their overall agenda or intentions were. And now they feel like they've been found out, or they can't hide that anymore. And so they're gone. Or in most cases, this is kind of like divine intervention, where some dimensional aspect of yourself or your spiritual team took them out of the way for your protection. So that's what I have for you, pile 1. Definitely, I'm sending you, positive vibes for the future. May you attract, true friends that resonate on your level, that always encourage you, where you can be yourself, and where the relationship is, equal give and take, exchange, and just somebody that you can feel, safe, and that you can trust, and be yourself, and enjoy their company. So take care, guys. Good luck. All right, those of you who chose pile 2 or the black tourmaline, let's get into your reading. All right, so pile 2, this is your spread. First up on the far left, we have the 3 of Swords in reverse in the traditional tarot, with Raum as the daemon responsible for that. So I want to just read real quick what it says. Steals treasures from kings, destroys cities, the indignifies of men, tells of things past, present, and future, causes love between friends and foes. Okay. And then we have the 5 of Wands in reverse, Agares, teaches languages, causes earthquakes, overthrows politicians or clergymen, and returns those who have run away. And that, again, that's the 5 of Wands in reverse in traditional tarot. And then the last one up, we have right up, the Magician or Baphomet. Okay, so I feel like these people used to be your friends, or maybe they still are, but something happened and it feels strained. So I feel like in the past there was some sort of betrayal, either you or them. And it could have even been both. Like, I'm almost getting a mutual fight where each of you thought the other person was right, and it felt like a betrayal. But for some of you, this was a third party. Like, I feel like this was a friend that, I'm getting this energy like they did something behind your back. Like, it might be like they had an affair with a lover that was yours, or maybe they usurped you in the workplace. Because I'm getting for a few of you that this could be a work friend or somebody that you met while you were working, and something happened. Now, for some of you, this could be an actually imagined betrayal. So what I mean by that is that the person might feel you betrayed them when you didn't, or you might feel you betrayed them but you didn't. Okay. Or you might feel they betrayed you. You get what I'm saying? That's what I meant to say. You might feel like they betrayed you. They may feel like you betrayed them. And I feel like there's not a clarity, because I feel for a lot of you, like this was never really talked out. It was just sort of like you guys kept your own counsel. You kind of buried the wound. And some of you pretended to kind of maintain the friendship, but did it at arm's length. And others of you just, ghosted the person, or they ghosted you. So that's what I'm seeing for the past. Now with the present, I feel as though a lot of you are still forced to kind of work with this person, and it's gotten really awkward. And so for some of you, either you or them is now trying to get revenge in some kind of way. So it's like, I'm seeing kind of this, I don't know why, but I'm just getting a lot, for a lot of you, this is like a work friend. And they're like trying to create enemies for you behind the scenes. So it's kind of like, this is all because you hurt them, or you perceived, they perceived that you hurt them. Okay. I feel like this can be worked out, because I'm seeing here with the Magician card upright, and I'm seeing here that when I see Baphomet, I always think balance between the feminine and masculine, balance between dark and light. I do feel like this can be, if you want to salvage this relationship or this friendship, and repair it, and if it's worth salvaging, you can do that. And the reason I'm saying that is this is definitely something that can be fixed. I feel like the other person still cares about you, and whether the slight was real or imagined on either of your parts or both, I feel like both of you don't want this connection to end. And even if, they're not telling you this is kind of the energy I'm feeling. And so I feel like there's an option here. I feel like you can choose to reconcile, or, like, become friends again, or you can at least like smooth out the situation. Because I feel like if this becomes like a one up or fight fire with fire situation, it's going to end really bad. But if it's dealt with like in a balanced mastery level manner, like a magician, and not like, cutthroat, though, because notice the magician card is not in reverse, it's upright. So this is not, the approach is not to like deal with this cutthroat. The approach is to deal with it intelligently and balance. So you can deal with this magically, you also, because the magician card, so you can try to smooth things over magically. Or if this person's like cutting up, and let's say you still want to leave, an opportunity in the future to be friends with them, you can always stick them in a jar, freeze them out for a while, calm them down, especially if they're wagging tongues. You could also use magic, if you're a practitioner, to smooth things over, kind of bring out what needs to be brought out. So like to draw out the poison, so to speak, and then reconcile. But either way, I feel like in order for you to smooth things over with this person, whether it's as friendship or just to kind of make peace with them and then go separate ways, there needs to be some sort of a discussion. A discussion, not an altercation, is what I'm getting. You don't have to, and this isn't for everybody. So some of you, this might not be the way to go, but that's the general energy I'm getting. So yeah, that's your answer, pile 2. You were friends. Some of you might currently be at odds of each other and feel betrayal, one or the other or both, but there is a chance at reconciliation, and it's up to you how you want to proceed. So good luck with that. I wish you well, and I'm going to move on to pile 3. All right, those of you who chose pile 3 or the clear quartz, let's get into your reading. All right, pile 3, this is your spread. So starting from the left, the first card going to the right, we have the Hierophant in upright with the daemon Orias. And let me just read what this says. So we have teaches astrology, the virtues of the stars and the house of the planets and how to understand them. Transforms men with dignities, finds favor with friends and foes. And we have here the 9 of Cups in reverse, or Forus or Forcus, by the way. Teaches logic, ethics, and the value of herbs and stones, can make one invisible. Helps one to be intelligent and long-lived, can recover lost items and find treasures. And then we have here the Star upright, or Ga'ap. Let me just say this out so I can read it. Can cause love or hate, can make one ignorant and without sense, delivers familiars and other magicians, can move from one place to another. So I'm just getting this person is definitely a friend to you, okay? Now, the reason you might be doubting it is because in the past you have had issues with people coming off one way, like righteous and I'm going to have your back, and this, what I'm kind of getting is that in the past, people were making claims to be like a solid friend, or were even doing things to kind of lull you into this sense of security. Whether that was intentional or not is not the point. But basically, you've been, wounded by others in the past. And these are people that pretended to be righteous. And that's kind of the message I'm getting. And this person actually is. They really are who they say they're going to be. They can kind of come off unemotional, or maybe even seem detached, or maybe seem surface. But that's it's not because they're fake. It's actually because they too have gone through this. And so they really keep their emotions kind of in check, but they really are consistent, in who they claim to be. And I definitely feel like you can trust them as far as, them not wanting to do anything shady, and as far as them really wanting to be friends with you, because they really do. Okay. Now here with the Nine of Cups in reverse, there's been some disappointment. So something has happened between the two of you, and I feel like it's smaller than maybe it's being made out to be. But something happened to kind of make one or both of you doubt the friendship, but it's actually something that, can be easily remedied or already has been, but it's just kind of left you guessing or wondering. But here we have the Star card, so all is well. Okay, like you guys are definitely, I'm getting some of you could have known each other in the celestial realm, just as a side note, like one or both of you could be star seeds and you might have like incarnated in the celestial realm together. So that just came through. That's going to be for very select people. That's not going to be for the majority. I feel like also both of you are people that move around a lot. Like you're not people that stay in one place very long, and can even seem maybe inconsistent or kind of flaky on the surface, but neither one of you really are. It's kind of what I'm getting. Or it's just how you're perceiving that person or how they're perceiving you, right? But either way, the star is a very auspicious sign for the future. So this person is definitely a true friend, regardless of what might have taken place in the friendship, real or imagined. And so if you guys are having any issues or you are having doubts, just know that this is like their intentions underneath it all. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. Definitely let me know if you want to book a private reading, and good luck. Good luck in this friendship and your future friendships. Take care.
Check out my website, thetantricdragoness.com, to book a private akashic reading or any other reading. Also, akashic portraits, consultations, shamanic journeys, starseed charts, primordial dragon fire healing, and much more. You can also subscribe to Patreon to learn how to do a lot of this yourself through various templates I've designed. Activate Diamond Consciousness, Activate the Black Flame, Journey the Underworld, Tantric Healing and BDSM, Astral Projection and Power, Shields, Cloaks, Wards, Learning Light Language, Exclusive and Premier Readings, Soul Fragment Retrieval, Advanced Ancestral Work, Creating Your Own Shamanic Sanctuary, and much more. Thanks for your support, and stay tuned for future videos.